Good afternoon. My name is Miguel Antonio Genoves Macal. I am student at the Universidad Politécnica de Chiapas from the Petroleum Engineering career. I will give an explanation to the topics covered in the third semester from the file mechanics file with the engineer Ángeles Cordero. Geomechanical hydrocarbon migration. Definition. Size, oil, and gas are not generally found in the rocks where they originated. It's necessary to constitute a migration of hydrocarbons from a generating rock to the strongest one. Also think about a migration for the same hydrocarbons within the stored rock until they escape in the atmosphere or find a natural trap where the deposit accumulates. The factor of pressure, temperature, and chemical and physical process aided by the lack of oxygen enable the formation of liquid oil and gas. Geomechanical. Geomechanical is the discipline that studies the mechanical characteristics of the geological materials that made up the formation rock, soil, and rock behavior. They are the two main disciplines of soil mechanical, geomechanical, and rock mechanics. Some reservoirs parameters include formation of porosity, permeability, and the local pressure that can be derived from geomechanical evaluation. Introduction to elemental fluid mechanical is that they lack rigidity and consequently they deform easily. For this reason, a fluid has no shape and different portion of it can be accommodated within the container that contains it. It is they differ from solids which by the virtue of their requisite have a defined shape, which only varies if force on considerable intensity are applied. In fluid mechanics, the behavior of liquids and gases is studied, especially leads under two conditions, leak and rest, hydrostatic leak in motion, hydrodynamics. What models the flow equation? The energy that the fluid possesses remains constant throughout its path. The energy of a fluid at any time consists of three components. Kinetic. It's the energy due to the velocity of the fluid. Gravitational potential is the energy due to altitude that a fluid has. And flow energy. It's the energy that a fluid contains due to the pressure it has. What models the Bernoulli equation? Bernoulli's principle, also called the Bernoulli equation or Bernoulli's trinomial, describes the behavior of a fluid moving along a straight line. It can be considered as an appropriate statement on the principle of conservation of energy for the flow of fluids. The qualitative behavior that we normally evoke with the term Bernoulli effect is the decrease in liquid pressure in regions where the flow velocity is greater. Morse circle. Morse circle is a graphical method to determine the stress state of the different points of the body. Amount of stress that exists in a body is subject to a certain state of loads and with certain restriction. The main stresses generally matter, which are the stresses that exist of certain planes of the body where the zero shear stress. Geochemical simulation applied to the extraction of crude oil from an elastoplastic model. The geological process that affects the reservoir during the extraction of hydrocarbons has become a great tool for the oil industry. Numerical simulation of the behavior of this phenomenon consisted a significant advantage at the corporate level. The vertical disciplines, the volume of hydrocarbons extracted, and the localization of the maximum displacement over time are evaluated when the moduli of elasticity and the initial yield area of the materials involved are varied. Numerical simulation of single-phase flow of fluids complete to the geometrical deformation. The mathematical model that allows predicting the behavior of pressure over time in a naturally fractured and stress-sensitive reservoir. Fluid flow simulation in porous media is used in the oil industry as a tool to the chassis reservoirs. However, the analysis has been carried out in a conventional way with assumption that must be made for the deposits with complexity not previously considered. Thank you for your attention.